everybody. It's Charlie. And oh God. Okay. Okay. Hello, everybody. It's Charlie. And today, I wanted to introduce you to my wife. This is my wife, Beth.
Hi, I'm Beth.
Yeah, so I realized I hadn't done a video with Beth before. So I thought to introduce her, we can do some tag video questions. First question. Where and when did we first meet?
We first met at a work conference, and I had a table at a booth, and you came to my table and talked to me, and I thought you looked super cool. I saw you walking from like far away, and I was watching you because there weren't a lot of people in the hall. You had on like, you know, a vest and a tie, and it was tied all like special, you know?
Yes.
You used to do special.
See, okay, listen people. This is my tip for you in the midst of this. Learn how to do the Eldridge knot. I'm gonna link to it below.
Woos
Eldridge
the women.
knot.
I was wooed. I don't know. That didn't usually happen to me, but that's where we met.
The actual funny thing about that like tie style as well is that at the time didn't know any normal ones. Like I did not know the Windsor. I did not know any other way to tie a tie except this one random fancy one. But it woos the women.
It does.
And that's what matters.
Yeah. Is this what we do for like transitions?
I don't know.
Alright, I'll ask this next one. Okay, well, where was our first date?
Ooh.
Official.
I think we went to Crab.
Yeah, we did. We went to get crab.
We love crabs.
Oh my god, but what was the place like? Remember we went?
Oh yeah. We went to this place, we were in Myrtle Beach, I think. Mm-hmm. And we went to this place called Angus. Angus. Go if you're ever in Myrtle Beach. Because it's a very surreal experience. Walk in and there's just animal heads everywhere.
But it's a seafood
place. Which is weird because it's a beach place. Yeah. Like, this is on the beach, Myrtle Beach, but animal heads everywhere. And somebody's, like, Kelly Clarkson playlist. And, what else was happening?
I remember. It's a crab place, and they came to us and told us that they only had one crab fork in the whole place. That they just apologized and said, here, and they gave it to us.
And he just the guy just set it in the middle of the table between the two of us, like
really awkward. Yeah.
Like, and so I fought Beth for it on our first date. Mm-hmm. I like to do them. This is a good one for you.
Okay.
When was the first time that you met my mom? What was that like?
We had been dating a few months, and I came down to visit you in Atlanta, and we took your mother out to dinner. We had a lovely dinner. I thought it went well. You know, we talked relatively easily. Your mother's relatively quiet, so I was sort of learning her style of conversation, and I thought it went well. And then afterwards, I came home, and you got a text from your mother, and as pleasant as she had been, the text was a Bible verse about not uniting yourself with a prostitute. So that was a little rough. I really appreciated your response, which was to tell your mother that
I told her was that you shouldn't use the Bible to
as
hurt
a weapon.
people.
Yeah,
the Bible is not. Well, I guess it is a weapon, but it is not a weapon of harm. So. Yeah, and if you don't believe that, you should check out my video on queering up the church, because it needs to happen.
Agreed.
I'll link that below, too. All the links.
And the good news is that she took that feedback, and, you know, we're pretty cool. So
yes.
I like it. I'm in. Okay. What clothes do I usually wear? Like, how do I dress?
The first thing I noticed was that for someone who says they were straight, you dressed hella queer. And I was trying to reconcile myself with that.
Because when we met, I wasn't out. You were like, what, but why do you dress so queer?
Yeah, like, why are you so queer then? If
you know what?
You're so straight.
What you told me, which I really appreciated, because I had no idea that dressing queer was even a thing. But what you told me was that I didn't dress for the male gaze. And that was really, really accurate for me, and like sort of freeing in a way. I was like, you're right, I really don't. I never did. And I always felt weird about it because I didn't know, I didn't necessarily identify as queer until later on in my life. So when you explained it, I was like, you're right, that is totally true of me. And then I felt good about it in a way.
Yes. And we learned that she dresses for the non-binary gays. Just kidding, no. Beth dresses for herself. Because she's an independent woman who lives her own life.
I don't mind it being appreciated by a non-binary gaze.
But I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it.
For you, I will say, what do I do in my free time?
Ooh. This is hard because you're such a relational person. I feel like you like being with people and having company and having, like, support. So we actually do a lot of things together.
That's still free time.
Yeah, true. Okay, so we hang out with each other in our free time, but you also cook and you draw.
That's true.
And you recently started that community for white people who are addressing their own racism and all of that type of stuff.
Yeah, trying to work on that.
Yeah, and like support the community. I feel like you're a nurturer, so whenever you get a chance to nurture people in a variety of different ways, you do that thing.
Okay. Well, for you, in your free time, you make videos.
I make videos.
and you take pictures. You do photography.
Mm-hmm.
You've been really ramping that up. That's been fun to watch. You read. You hella read. Like any spare blank moment where we're not doing something that requires your attention, you are audible reading. Which means that I benefit from just everything you learned that day. In fact, I think most of our mornings start out with because you get up before me like a half hour, and in that time you have read a half hour worth of book. And so then in the like 20 minutes that we're getting ready, you just tell me everything you read. We have whole philosophical conversations, so
yes,
that's a good time.
And if you do want to read the things that I'm reading, I also have a website where I post a lot of that stuff, so I'll actually link to my website below as well. Follow me. I don't know. Okay, last question.
Last one.
For both of us.
Okay.
And it is, you have to finish this sentence. You are my blank.
Alright. Well, I don't think it's just one thing, so I was just going to say what comes to mind.
Okay, top thing that comes to mind.
Okay, well, I always say best friend. So usually I call you my best friend, and I always say you are my best friend. I also think that you are my encourager. So I have felt that you've been very encouraging to me. You're always sending like little shout outs my way, and a lot of the things that I've been working on, you are just the one who's always like there supporting me to do it. So you are my encourager. Yeah, I don't know. That's it. You're my friend.
Thanks, Beth.
Yeah. If you had to finish this sentence for me, you are my...
Okay. I would say you're my support, but I also want to say, like, you are my soft support. Because it's something that I always say about you, that you're soft and you're such a nurturer, and it's one of those things that I know people have not been kind to you about, that people say you're oversensitive and things like that, but it's been such an asset to me in our marriage that you're always there to support my feelings and to help me deal with things that I don't always understand. And to you're there with me to help process them and to figure out what needs to happen, and I really support that. You also just do like other like nurturing practical things of like feed me and like make sure that I have all of my things when I walk out of the house, which I am not good at remembering. I also am just very autistic, and you are always there to help me with sensory overload and all those fun things. Yeah, you're just the best.
Thanks, Charlie.
This bad.
You're too nice. You're too good to me.
Yeah, so that's us.
Charlie and Beth.
Charlie and Beth, back at it again, being awesome. Mm-hmm. She's so important to me and my life, and so I want to share her with you. Definitely like and subscribe below, because I'll be back next week with more quality videos about life and love and intersectionality and all the fun things. Mm-hmm. So, see you then.
Check them out.
That was awesome. That was actually a really good time.